Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. RHOC Katie Ginella gives shocking update on bio mom. RHOC newcomer Katie Ginella is sharing a shocking update on her biological mother. She talked about how she was planning on heading to South Korea and finally meeting her. Her mom was just a teen when she had her and put her up for adoption. So did that ever come to fruition? Keep reading for more details. Katie Ginella gives shocking update on bio mom. Season 18 of RHOC has brought a lot of madness. From Shannon Beater's DUI and lawsuit to Alexis Bellino and Johnny J to Tamra Judge's outbursts and Emily Simpson's rage over clothes, it's a Bravo roller coaster. Season 18 also introduced viewers to Katie Ginella and her family. She has a sweet daughter, Kaylee, and a husband, Matt, who seems to only want the best for his wife. He also let Jennifer Pedrante's boyfriend, Ryan Boyajian, talk about his job, and simply smiled and nodded. Katie has become a fan favorite as she is both smart, quirky, and sarcastic. She does not let the drama of the other housewives get to her much, and she goes with the flow. Yet, she also has a fascinating backstory. She was adopted from South Korea and had found her birth mother. There was not much she wanted from her mother other than to sit down and talk with her. During the Thursday, October 10th episode of RHOC, the ladies all headed to London for Shannon's 60th birthday. At the ill-fated dinner, where Shannon stormed off, Katie revealed she was going to South Korea to meet her mother. Heather Dubrow was fascinated by this, saying Katie Ginella's story was interesting but she was not. So did it all pan out post-filming? According to Monsters and critics, it did not, but not for a lack of trying. Katie explained timing keeps getting in her way of meeting her mother. A decade ago, Katie had tried to reach out to her mother, but divorce hit, and those two incredible events were almost too much. Katie Ginella turned 40 this year, so that has been a monumental moment. She did want to enter that new era having met her biological mother, but that did not happen. Still, she and her family have not given up on the trip, and have intentions to make it to South Korea. Her daughter, Kaylee, speaks Korean, and that blows Katie out of the water. She will likely give an update when the RHOC reunion airs, but whether or not she will return for another season is yet to be seen. Katie Maloney Ginella, known for her appearances on The Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, recently made headlines with a heart-stopping revelation about her biological mother, which has left fans both shocked and emotional. Having built a name for herself as a vibrant and sometimes controversial figure on reality TV, Katie's personal life often remained more of a mystery, with little insight into the family dynamics that shaped her. That all changed with her latest update, where Katie peeled back layers of her life to share a deeply personal and surprising truth. During an emotional sit-down on her Instagram Live, Katie opened up about the relationship with her biological mother, a subject she had only lightly touched upon in the past. Fans have long wondered about Katie's family background, given her strong, sometimes fiercely independent nature. What Katie revealed, however, surpassed any expectation and painted a different picture of the woman fans thought they knew. Katie began by admitting that growing up, she always felt a certain distance from her biological mother. It was like we lived in two different worlds, she said, her voice trembling with emotion. Even when I was a child, something just didn't feel right. There was this distance, an invisible wall between us. Her revelations immediately gripped her audience, who are used to seeing the sharp-tongued, confident RHOC star handling drama with ease. Here was a softer, more vulnerable Katie, stripped of the glitz and glamour of the Bravo cameras. As her followers listened intently, Katie recounted the difficult childhood she endured, a time that, until now, she had kept mostly private. I was always close to my dad, Katie shared, her eyes welling up. But my mom, it was different. There was a disconnect I could never quite explain. I didn't understand why she kept so many secrets from me. Why I never felt I fully belonged. It wasn't until I got older that I began to realize there was more going on. Katie went on to reveal that her suspicions about her biological mother first took root in her teenage years. As she grew older, her mother became more evasive, and questions about family history were met with vague, confusing answers. I remember asking about our family, where we came from, but she would always change the subject. there was this part of me that felt like I didn't even know who I was, like there was this big part of my identity that was missing. It wasn't until recently that Katie decided to take matters into her own hands. A conversation with her father in early 2023 sparked a chain of events that would change her life forever. My dad sat me down, and he told me the truth. He said, "Katie, there's something you need to know." Katie's voice broke as she recalled the moment she learned that the woman she had known all her life as her mother was, in fact, not her biological mother at all. "I felt like my whole world came crashing down," Katie confessed. "Everything I thought I knew about my life, about myself, was suddenly thrown into question. It was the most surreal moment, like being in a dream where nothing makes sense." As her audience reacted with shock and sympathy, Katie explained that the woman who had raised her had adopted her at birth, after her biological mother gave her up for reasons that were not fully explained at the time. Katie's relationship with her adoptive mother had been strained for years, but the revelation added a new layer to the emotional complexity of their bond. "I was angry at first," Katie admitted. "Angry that she didn't tell me, angry that she let me live in the dark for so long. But over time I've come to realize that it was her way of protecting me. She thought she was doing the right thing by keeping the truth hidden. But in the end, the truth always finds its way out." As Katie continued her story, she revealed the shocking next chapter in her journey. She had tracked down her biological mother. "It was something I never thought I would do," she said. "For so long, I didn't even know if I wanted to meet her. But after learning the truth, I felt like I had to. There were so many unanswered questions and I needed closure." The process of finding her biological mother was not easy, and Katie shared that it took months of research, phone calls, and emotional preparation. "When I finally found her, it was like looking in a mirror. She looked just like me, and in that moment I felt this strange connection, like a piece of the puzzle had finally clicked into place." Katie's reunion with her biological mother was emotional and complicated. "It wasn't like the movies," she said. "It wasn't this magical, heartwarming moment where everything suddenly made sense. There was a lot of pain, a lot of hurt on both sides, but there was also love, and a lot of healing that needed to happen." As Katie shared this deeply personal part of her life, she also spoke about the impact it has had on her sense of identity. "For so long I felt like I was living someone else's life, like I didn't know who I really was. But now I feel like I'm finally starting to understand myself. I'm learning that family is more than just biology, and that the people who raise you, who are there for you through thick and thin, are the ones who truly matter." The update has left fans in awe of Katie's strength and resilience. Her willingness to share such an intimate part of her life has not only humanized her, but also inspired countless others who may be grappling with their own family secrets. "I've realized that we all have parts of our past that are messy, that are painful," Katie said in her closing remarks. "But it's how we choose to move forward that defines us. I'm still figuring things out, still healing, but I know now that I'm stronger than I ever thought possible." Katie Ginella's shocking update about her biological mother has opened up a new chapter in her life, one filled with healing, self-discovery, and hope. As she continues to navigate this emotional journey, fans are rooting for her every step of the way, eager to see how this new revelation will shape the next phase of her life, both on and off the screen.